Jeez, that was a long drop. What are we doing? Let me open the chat. Let me do that real quick because God knows I always forget to do that part. Pretty important part. Am I even streaming? Yes. Yes, I am. Nice. God knows that. Whoops, that was weird. Decoys Dragon realize or this. I don't know. People always say that. I disagree with that. Assa, dude. What are we doing? This is, consider this, holy shit. We need to start drinking fast, so I'm not just getting drunk at like midnight. Let me do this first. Good luck on your finals tomorrow. People who run into Decoy Dragon are dumb. Is this people who literally don't? Oh my god! Ugh. They were out of the good stuff that I usually drink, so I had to buy some other stuff that actually was more expensive, but not as good as what I want. Pie Man, I might have. I read every comment, but I get a lot of suggestions for stuff. So remind me and I'll answer it live. Oh god. That's gonna fuck me up. Jeez, why is it buffering? Why would you do this to me? Okay, let me try to figure this out. Maybe it's just my end. Probably not. Can I put more cards in my videos? What do you mean? Like more images? I mean, it's like tough. For the top 5s and top 10s, I just put whatever card I'm talking about. Same thing with the structure deck ones. But for like the general discussion ones, like the Magic Cylinder, a lot of the time I just don't know what to put. A lot of the time that I have like one card on the screen for a while are the times that like Alex or Gage would just have like their face on the screen, but because I don't show my face, like I have to put something. So I don't know. Thoughts on Seema using Disabled Kid? I mean, Alex like knows that guy. I don't know if he was. Actually, I know he wasn't just abusing it. Oh, the top 10 rarities. Or the top 10 cards of each rarity. Yeah, so... Oh, fuck, I didn't even click that. I was trying to right-click it. God damn. John and I made this video a while back. Actually, just let me bring it up. And I'll explain why it didn't work. Hey, that's me. Top 10 comments. Wonder... There we go. Top 10 best Yu-Gi-Oh! Comments ever printed. The problem with this video is that with all the rarities, there are just too many cards printed. One thing we did with this video was that we decided to not mention any of the Performage or Performapal cards, and we said that at the beginning of the video, because then they would take up the whole list. You can see that that's what's happening there. Then they would take up the entire list, and then people got mad that we didn't put them on the list. But like, who wants? It's not the top 10 Performage cards. It's the top. It's supposed to be the real top. It's whatever. So yeah, so that didn't work. But with the rarities, there's just too many cards that it's really hard to narrow it down. And people are always really mad. With videos like that, I want to try to make top 10s like as narrowed down as I can, and with that, I just can't narrow it down enough. Top 10 links from Vrains pack? Well, we're not getting the Vrains pack, so... No, what I'm going to do is we're going to go through here. This is going to be... consider this the announcement for this series. This is a big series for me, I think. I'm going to go through every single TCG structure deck. That would be all of these. That's like 10. And then all of these ones. And talk about the worst card in every single one. I'm assuming... this will be a 3-part video. Part 1 would be these 10. Part 2 would be like half of these, up to Fire Kings. And then Part 3 would be up to that. So, yeah, probably the biggest problem with the rarity thing is that for every single rarity, I would have to... say, okay, I'm not including this entire archetype. Someone points out Kaijus and Burning Abyss would take up all the rares. So it's like the beginning of the video, I have to say, this isn't going to talk about any of the rares. But then it's like, not really the top 10 rares, right? If you're like excluding stuff. So at the time, presently, or some combination, I believe it'll be the same. I believe that all the cards that are currently the worst cards in the deck were also the worst cards in the deck at the time. Okay. Serious question, why that stash? What the fuck are you talking about? Okay, we're just going to go in order. I have a Word document open that you guys will not see. I don't think you'll see it. Yeah, you can't see it. Where I am copying and pasting all the names. Oh my god, what the fuck? Why does it do that? I just want the words. Okay. The worst card in Structure Deck, Dragon's Roar. And please feel free to give me your opinions. Man, Black Dragon Chick seems really bad. Mostly because there's only one Red Eyes in this entire... That would automatically make it like the worst card, right? Oh, Jesus. Graveyard from the 4th Dimension. That's pretty bad. Ooh, Interdimensional Matter Transporter. Okay, that's probably the worst. Jeez. I think right now I'm stuck between Interdimensional Matter Transporter, Graveyard in the 4th Dimension, and Black Dragon's Chick. Dragon's Beat is terrible. No, that card kind of does something. Kind of. I think I'm going to call that card good enough to not make it on this list. Jeez, that's like I think that's tough. You guys keep saying Element Dragon, but Element Dragon could be a normal monster, and it would be better than Interdimensional Matter Transporter. Same thing with the Graveyard in the 4th dimension. Like, it has the fact that it has attack points. Like, do you guys just not know what these cards do? I'll bring them up for you. Okay. Graveyard in the 4th dimension. Add 2 level monsters from your graveyard to your deck and shuffle it. You don't. So it's a straight -1 to recycle 2 copies of the 3 level monsters in the entire deck, or 4 level monsters. So for this to work, you have to have 2 of the armed dragons in the grave, and then do like it doesn't do anything. So like. What's up, Enderpin? Thank you. 4th dimension. Yeah, it's pretty fucking bad. I think you're right. I think it's probably the worst one. Cause okay, Interdimensional Matter Transporter. If Graveyard in the 4th dimension was not in this deck, this would without a doubt be the worst card. But I think that this has more uses than the Graveyard effect. Mainly because this card quote-unquote synergizes with Armed Dragon level 3. So I think we have to go with a card that literally does nothing. As someone in the chat said that exact same thing. Cool. Alright. Your donation means more, you're right. But also this card is just straight trash. Because it doesn't do anything. Okay. Got that one out of the way. Thank you all for your input. One thing I should say is that these are like the worst cards in context of the structure deck. Although once again, I feel that this is like still going to be the same card. I feel like there's always just going to be 1 or 2 cards that are just really bad in every single situation, past and present, in context of the structure deck and outside of the structure deck. But yeah, I can like the interdimensional can dodge like Torrential Tribute or like Bottomless Trap Hole, so I guess it kinda is fine. I wouldn't say that Trap works great, it's just less bad than that spell. Shouldn't I think the Merrick one, is that on this list? The Merrick one was officially a structure deck, so it's a structure deck. Like it wasn't, it actually didn't have starter deck on the, this will be in a later video, but we can open it. See, it was officially a structure deck, not a starter deck. So that one will count. Okay, anyway, Zombie Madness. Did I put this on the... Nope, okay. Structure deck, Zombie Madness. There we go. Let me copy and paste this into the other tab. Oh boy. Oh boy. None of the monsters seem bad. Yeah, it's probably not a monster. Oh shit, this one had like all good cards. See, people want me to do this one for bad structure decks, and like I don't want to because I actually don't think a structure deck is that bad. Vampire Lady's pretty bad. Soul Absorbing Bone Tower is pretty bad in the context of this structure deck, I think. Because this is like really hard to pull off, even in real Yu-Gi-Oh! But like also, especially in this, like it doesn't make any sense. Man, why did this deck have 3 Call of the Money? That's kind of in the running. This card is terrible. It's like only good turn 1. I mean, I guess it's like, well, probably Soul Absorbing Bone Tower. These cards don't seem that bad. Surprisingly. Man, you're all saying Vampire Genesis. I don't think Genesis is actually the worst card, though. Like, yeah, I don't think that... I mean, I'm gonna read this card. Yeah, I mean, this actually isn't even that bad. It's basically just a worse creator, but creator is, like, really good. I don't think this card is that bad. You have 3 Pyramid Turtles to Vampire Lord. I think it has to be Soul Absorbing Bone Tower. Only one, yeah, but like you only have 1 V-Lord, but you can bring it back with stuff. You can special summon Call the Mummy. You can bring back, you can summon it with Pyramid Turtle. Yeah, I think we have to. I see a lot of people saying Vampire Genesis, but I think that card's actually not that bad. And I also think looking at the structure deck, it's definitely not going to be on the bad structure deck series. It might be on the good structure deck series, actually. But I'm pretty confident saying that Soul Absorbing Bone Tower is like the worst card. Sorry to all of you that wanted Vampire Genesis. Blaze of Destruction, Foxfire. Before I even bring it up, I mean, I'll look through it here, but Foxfire is pretty fucking bad. Like, that card is so slow. You have to, like, summon it, and then it has to die, and then, like, it comes back, and it doesn't do anything because it has 300 attack. But we'll look at it. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's see. Because, like... Darkroom and Nightmare is pretty fucking bad, too. Yeah, probably. And Meteor Destruction. This is a tough one. Let you guys kind of... We're going to bring up Foxfire. We're going to bring up Darkroom of Nightmare. And we're going to bring up Meteor of Destruction. I think it's between these ones, so let's take a look. I think this card's pretty bad. Like, I don't think it does anything. Creator good. Creator was good back in the day. No, Darkroom was never played in Trickstar. It was played in bad builds, but no one good was playing it. Darkroom is so bad. You got... Come on, guys. Darkroom's really bad. Like, you have to... Like, we can't pretend that that card's good. Did my audio get cut? Nope. Doesn't look like it. Like, you guys realize you have to normal summon Foxfire for it to work, right? Just so you know. Darkroom's only in Trickstar decks that are bad, but none of the topping ones are playing it. Topping ones are just... DZ concerned Chrome Fag? Yeah, okay. Okay, buddy. You think... No, Backfire is, like, okay. Kinda. Reload is a bad card. I am not counting it. It's definitely not the worst card in any of these structure decks, though. It really isn't. Like, I think Foxfire. I think all three of these cards are worse than Reload. Reload, like, at least does something. You know. I think it has to be Meteor Destruction. Mostly because this is like a worse Magic Cylinder. But also because it's like, I ask myself a lot of times with these cards, like, would I play this card without any restriction? And the answer is like no. And also someone pointed out in the comments that this should have been Tremendous Fire. That would have been way more on theme. Yeah, starter decks are always just for learning the game, so I can't really critique them. They're not meant for, like, I could critique starter decks on how good they are at teaching you the game. For example, the Yugi and Kaiba starter decks that were re-released like 5 years ago or 4 years ago, those are very good for teaching people the game. Just if that ever comes up. Sounds like... Oh, I mean, we can probably take Darkroom Nightmare out of the running. And I don't think people are saying Foxfire. I think people are defending Foxfire for some reason. No, Meteor doesn't come with it. Meteor's so fucking bad. Oh my god, this card's terrible. I think that... who said that? Gabber's Games might have hit the nail in the coffin. That's not what you say. It might have hit the T. I don't know. I think you figured it out, though. I think the reason Foxfire is going to win this out is because it can't even be tributed for a tribute summon, which makes it, like, way worse than it should be. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, Foxfire has better artwork, but, like, that doesn't matter. It's basically a worse. I actually played this in a deck when I was in, like, 7th grade. And even in 7th grade meta, I couldn't get this thing to work. And I had Card of Safe Return, too. It can work for Baseball Kid? What do you mean by that? You know that it, like... Shit. If you tribute this for Baseball Kid, it doesn't come back. Nail on the head, yeah. Foxfire blocks an attack per turn. You have to normal summon it to get the effect. It has to be face up at the start of the damage steps, like... Backfire should be... I think Backfires are better, Darkroom and Nightmare. Why does it need a normal summon? Oh, it says... if this card was destroyed by battle into the graveyard this turn, and was face up at the start of the damage step, which means it can't be face down. So... Man... John's like, move on. I don't think we've, like, settled it. I still think Meteor Destruction... Like, both these cards are awful, right? Thanks, Electric Titan. Like, both these cards are terrible, but... And they both have really bad restrictions, but I actually think I think... Okay, we're just gonna go with Foxfire. I think that was a hardy debate, but... That was a tough one. Okay. Ooh, Fury from the Deep. Fuck, I don't mean to click that. No, because it needs to be face up at the start of the damage step, so you have to normal summon it. Because when you enter the damage step, it will flip face up, but at the very start of the damage step, it has to be face up. Which means that the first time it dies, so it's fine once you get it going, I guess, but the first time is pretty bad. Okay, this one's good, so it's gonna be tough to... Oh, never mind. Starboy is probably the... I'll bring that up. Starboy is probably the worst. Creeping Doom Manta is pretty fucking bad. Probably the only... Yeah, those are the only ones in the running. I'm pretty sure most people know what Starboy does, but I'll bring it up for a second as I take a drink. Okay. What does Zeng Zihu do? It locks down 2 back row cards forever. Anyway, so that's what Starboy does. Creeping Doom Manta. This card's so bad. I don't know, though. This card... So, like, it looks bad, and it is bad. But it goes up to 1,500. It does go up to 1,500 with Legendary Ocean on the board. And, like, that means it dodges Bottomless and Trap Hole. And a Torrential. I don't think... I never thought I'd say this, but I don't actually think that, Creeping Manta... I don't think this card is that bad. I just noticed there's a face on it. Holy shit. Did you guys notice that? It has a face on it. It's sideways, but it... Huh. Because Starboy is only like a turn 2 play, right? You can't just play Starboy in turn 1. You have to play it on turn 2 if a guy survives. That's kind of tough. Yes, Starboy is a win more card. That's exactly right. It's just like... Starboy does not avoid Trap Hole. It goes up to 1050. Yeah, I think it has to be Starboy. Sorry, I love Starboy. He's really cool. He like was super good in the 2003 Game Boy game that I've played like a million hours of. He was really good in that. Fuck, I screwed up my template. Never mind. I screwed up my what do they call Excel sheets? Not templates. They call them something. Holy shit. I'm not this drunk, but like also I don't know what they're fucking called. They're spreadsheet. That's the word I'm looking for. Maybe I'm a little drunker than I thought. Anyway. Oh fuck. Okay, gotta put that. I guess I can just type Starboy and I don't need to Oh, it's funny though, because in the Blaze of Destruction structure deck, they have Little Chimera in there, but like because the rest of the structure deck is so bad that I didn't even consider it for the running. And I think that I still stand by my original 3 options before that card, so that's kind of interesting though. Warriors Triumph. I don't think... Okay, can we be real, guys? I don't think Warriors Triumph was that bad. I think that I might have been too hard on it and the bad... Before... Oh, man, this is tough. If I could go back, I'd probably change Warriors Triumph to good structure deck. I don't think it's that bad. So you heard it here first. I'm not going to go change it. Like, that video has 20,000 views, but, like, I don't think this was that bad. Dark Duel Stories. Yes, that was the one. That's how I learned to play Yu-Gi-Oh, by the way, guys. I didn't read a rule book. I played that. And by the way, because I was a dumb kid, I didn't know what summon meant. And so when I played the game, and it gave you, when you clicked on a card, it gave you the option of summoning or setting or viewing. I knew what viewing meant, and I just used set, like you set something on the board, you place it on the board. I didn't know what the word summon meant, so every time I wanted to play a card, I had to set it first. Makes Yu-Gi-Oh! A very different game. How about a meh Structure Deck series? I'll just count that as bad. The reason the Warrior one is good is because it's like a toolbox deck, and I think it's the problem with this. I'm just so conflicted because the main strategy of like the equip spells is actually terrible. Like Monitor the Zapper is terrible, and like there's like a bunch of bad cards in here, right? But like the fact that you have just like big beaters, and Command Knight's really good. And I think there's Giant Rat in here. No, there's not. There's the Warrior Giant Rat card. The what is that card called? That's the real waifu. Oh, War Related Wasteland. There you go. There's my waifu. I should message Civet and tell him, because he asked me that question on the podcast. The real waifu is Warrior Lady of Wasteland. But no competition for you, baby. Don't worry.
What?
Don't worry. Zapper wasn't that bad. Zapper was pretty bad.
What did I just walk into?
Nothing.
Are you hitting on other people?
No.
Are you hitting on cards?
No, I just figured out the answer to a question. But, problem is Gearfried the Swordmaster? That card's not that bad. What's up, Sim Pantera? Why level 2 but no level 4 and no level 6? Level 6 was hard to come by. Ooh, is level 2 the worst card? We'll bring that up for the running. Mod of the Zapper is pretty bad too. If I can actually click it. Ooh, Swift. No. Swift Guy, the Fierce Knight's pretty bad. Ooh, actually, I think we all know what the real loser of this structure deck is. Do I even need to go through these cards? Now Swift Gaia. Swift Gaia is not that bad. Mod of the Zapper isn't that bad. Mystic Swords in level 2 was technically played to counter Morphing Jar randomly. That was a common side deck pick in GOAT format. I think, without a doubt, Fairy of the Spring is like the worst card. I think it's actually, I don't want to say it's inarguable, but I think it actually is pretty close to inarguable. So I'm just gonna, I mean, I don't know. I think that anyone that would argue otherwise is like just wrong, unlike these other ones. Spellcaster's Judgment. This one might be the next one up on the chopping block for like a real video. So I don't know. People want me to. It's funny. This one gets a lot of comments saying like this should be like the next good structure deck, but I think it's trash. At least level 2. Level 4 is bad too. You have to set him before summoning him. It's really rough. I didn't know that as a kid. We thought he's broken if you like ignore that part. Because his text was like 100 lines long, so we just didn't read any of it. Summon, yeah. Well, like at least it has 1600 defense. If we're gonna count Element Dragon as like a okay card, then we're gonna count that. Okay, let's see here. Oh my god. Does it just automatically default to both of these garbage Magician cards? How do we decide which one of these is the worst? Is there any other thing to even slightly compare? God, Pitch Black Power Stone's pretty bad too, but I think that we're Magical Blast. I don't know. Oh, I think it's like remove spell counters. Let me read that card. I think that it's actually no contest though. The real debate will be between the two 1200 attack magicians. What does this card do? That card's pretty bad. But nothing can be as bad as these cards. I think I've already decided that White Magician is worse. But we can debate about it. They're both absolutely terrible. Like, so bad. At the very least, both these cards just say end phase. I don't even know if I can decide. I'm trying to like think if I've ever seen either one of these played in anything. I feel like Black Magician is like slightly better. They hella thick though? Dude, they're like 12. If you're into lollies, just someone else said that. As I said it out loud. Yeah, Eben can work in a burn lockdown deck? Yeah, maybe. Eben's not that bad. I mean, they're both really bad, but boy. They have some synergy with Apprentice Magician. Yeah, for using some in like the loosest of terms. Black Magician. I mean, I think that we just have to go off of both these, or like gaining life points is just inherently worse than dealing damage. Like Meteor of Destruction is better than Diane Keto the Cure Master. Yeah, I think we gotta go with White Magician. She's pretty bad. I forgot those were in here. Those cards were so bad. They had like Trial of Judgment, like talk about just really, I should talk about that deck. It's not a deck, it's just a bad archetype. Okay. Well, that made that decision pretty easy, actually. Why do we have 152? Gosh, you guys are crazy. Magical Blast does nothing. I mean, yeah, Magical Blast is like a better Meteor of Destruction, and that card didn't make this list, so. Any tips to destroy Weather Painters? Mind Crush is so good against them. They do I played against Weather Painters at the regional qualifier I just went to, and I didn't know what any of them did. But by the end of it, I realized that, boy, Mind Crush really fucks them up. Because they do the thing where they add twice with the spell card, and then you Mind Crush and you kill them instantly. Blast can be discard fodder? Oh, come on, guy. I talked about in a video that just because a card can be discard fodder doesn't make it good, because any card can be discard fodder. Remember that this structure that came out when Sinister Serpent was legal? I think. Oh, structure deck Invincible Fortress. This is a big one. I think, I don't want to say this before we analyze this, because I want you guys' opinion, but I think Exod might be the worst card in the structure deck. Which regional? Garden City. The City of Gardens. So we're going to be Exod. I think that might be pretty fucking bad. Oh, don't they have the Shifting Sand? Oh, Shifting Shadows. Oh, that card's pretty bad too. Canyon's pretty... Oh my god. This is going to be a tough one. I need your guys' advice. We got Exod, Shifting Shadows, and Canyon. Which one is the worst? Exod is one of the few cards that doesn't rely on your opponent. Yeah, but you have to like summon a Sphinx and tribute it, and then like it doesn't do anything. Oh my gosh. Okay, so before you guys say Shadows is bad, Shadows is bad. I'll give you that. But when you have like a level 3 monster, level 4 monster, level 6 monster face down, like Great Sphinx, Moiraine, Scepter Cannon, and Guardian Statue is actually the card in the artwork. That is slightly better than, like, you're rearranging them, so then your opponent can't just run over the lowest defense one. But Canyon is so bad because they just won't attack your stuff. You know. Shifting Shadows is almost like a worse Magical Hats, kind of. Can Mind Drain stop Ash? Yeah. It's just too slow, so no one plays it. Because Ash hurts you most when you go first, so like Mind Drain doesn't help. I think you guys are right though, like Exod is probably fine. Like, he's pretty bad, but he's not like useless, where Great or Canyon is like actually useless. Shifting Shadows is pretty bad too. Aren't you making the same argument for kinda? No, because like with Canyon, okay, here's why I think Canyon's worse. With Canyon, let's say you had that same setup, a level 6, level 4, level 3. When you flip them up and flip them face down, that they still know like the defense points of the monster, so then they'll just run over the ones that like they know they can kill. Where with Shifting Shadows, like they just have to not attack or risk running into the level 6 monster. But Canyon only works, I don't think it ever works. Okay. Okay, I think I just like figured it out. Canyon never works, where Shifting Shadows sometimes works. Therefore, Canyon is worse. I think. I think that's just like what I... Same thing with like Exod, really. Like, those cards sometimes work. So I think they're inherently better than the other ones. Alright, Lord of the Storm. Why don't you make a series about these terrible structures facing each other? Oh, I got some crazy... There's a sub feature? Yeah. It's from like Twitch, but like subs on YouTube work too. I actually think Shifting Shadows is less dead than Canyon. Just like inherently. The fuck would you ever play BES Tetran? Oh, it's Wind. Fucking drunk as shit. Whoever wrote this is drunk. Time for the shortest section? Oh, because it's Harpy Girl? Yeah. Is there any debate? I mean, I'll look through here. No, there's no debate. Harpy Girl is the worst. Do I even want to open the Harpy Girl tag to satisfy all of you freaks? I guess so. No, I don't even want it. I'm not even going to do it. I just bumped the mic. Whoops. Harpy Chick, I mean. Sorry. Harpy... Wait, it is Harpy Girl. There you go. I thought it was Harpy Chick. Yeah, that's clearly the worst card in the deck. She's 12, by the way. Don't fap to her. Man, we're really flying through these. Not really, it's taking... Oh, we're almost to the end of part 1, though. Dinosaurs Rage. I actually think I already know this one, too, but we'll kind of go through it anyway. I think, well, I'll let you guys think for a second. I don't want to impose my structure deck views onto you guys. You guys are your own people. So I'm just going to copy and paste this real quick, and then... Wait, what the fuck? There we go. Okay. So I think the worst card is the egg, but it's possible Black Terra is pretty bad. Sebik's Blessing is pretty fucking bad, to be honest. Hunting, I guess it's fine. Oh, ooh, Goblin Out of the Frying Pan is pretty damn bad. Okay, Black Terra probably not in the running. Oh boy. Oh god. This one's tough. I think all 3 of these cards are terrible. But I think Goblin Out of the Frying Pan might be one of the worst cards ever printed in the history of the game, so... But Miracle Jurassic Egg is so bad. But it has 2,000 defense, I guess it counts for something. Mind Drain does negate hand traps. I already answered it. Were dinosaurs good before Evolzar? No. Goblin structure deck one. I don't know, man. Probably no Goblin structure deck. Malfunction is like not as bad, because Malfunction actually sets them back a turn, because the trap card can't be reactivated. But Goblin on the Frying Pan literally does nothing, because it just stops a card and then they can use it again. So, yeah, I don't know. Goblin is only good against, like, specifically Pot of Desires. Because, like, it only works on something where the cost is, like, really bad. The problem is that when this card came out, the cost of cards, like, didn't really matter too much. Like, there wasn't Pot of Desires, right? Yeah, we'll take the egg out of the running. That's fine. But Sebik's Blessing. Oh my gosh. This card's so bad. Like, I guess it's Goblin on a Frying Pan, but I just hate Sebik's Blessing. He looks so dumb. He looks too much like an egg. You know what I'm saying, you guys? You guys ever meet those friends that are like eggs? Well, those are Sebik's Blessing. Call them Sebik. I don't know. Mesmeric Control is, like, not that bad compared to Goblin on the Frying Pan. Like, I actually think Goblin on the Frying Pan is one of the worst cards ever printed, so... Okay. We are at the last one. This last one is Machine Revolt, which is in the running for the bad structure decks, even though it has gadgets. That's like the only good cards in the deck. What card or summoning method changed the game the most? That's interesting. I have 3 answers to that, and you're not going to like any of them. I will say Synchros changed it, because Synchros were like the first thing to like really make the 15 card extra deck limit matter. And they also were the first summoning mechanic that didn't require either really specific materials like contact fusions or polymerization like regular fusions. I will say XYZ monsters because they let any deck have access to extra deck monsters. And it also shifted the game from this idea of longevity to one that is strictly focused on like a couple turns, because XYZ monsters have temporary effects. And I will say Link monsters, because Link monsters, I mean, the whole extra zone mechanic changes the game entirely, and it's pretty crazy. And I think you just gave me a video idea, so thanks. Which summoning mechanic changed Yu-Gi-Oh! The most? Thanks for the video idea, dude. I think I'll probably talk about it. I think I'll probably make that a video. That's a good idea. Shout out to you. What the letter Robo? What the fuck are you even? Ancient Gear is the worst in here? Probably. Man, Upstart's not a +1. Upstart's a 0. Where are you going?
Downstairs.
Okay. Yeah, Ancient Gear is probably the worst card in the structure deck, but we'll see. The fuck? Oh, that's the one that... This card's pretty bad, too. Or actually, this isn't that bad. He's only need to have one gadget, right? Yeah, that's fine. Is Ancient Gear the worst card? Probably. Weapon Change? What the fuck is that card? I've never heard of that in my life. Weapon Change? What even? What? Once per turn. God, that's bad. Gee, that's really bad. Maybe that's up there. Okay. Probably Ancient Gear, though, right? Yeah, that's pretty bad. This, like, Ancient Gear is pretty bad. Why does it cost life points? To keep it from being broken. God, that's so bad. But Weapon Change is pretty bad too. Does anything that next use Weapon Change? Yeah, man, Ancient Gear. You can move it from 100 attack to 800 attack. Not... I mean, like... Oh, the big, gadget card. Stronghold the Moving Fortress, I guess. Boot Up Soldier, Dread Dynamo, kind of... Gear Golem the Moving Fortress. That's 2200 direct. That's pretty good. Yeah, everyone has a misprinted Zoodiac Barrage. Let me guess. The A is really small. Wow, I'm a genius. I'm so smart. I just don't know. Like, gear is like bad and weapon change is bad, but like which one is truly the awful one? I think it's gear. There's no searching in this deck, right? So you have to hard draw 2 gears, and that's like really bad. There's not even Giant Rat, I don't think. Yeah, there's not even Giant Rat, so like I think it's gonna be gear. Let me add this to the list. And that actually wraps up part 1, which is pretty crazy. Microsoft Word is kind of fucking up. Well, that's kind of weird looking. I mean, weapon has like some random synergy. Like gear is like so bad. Like you just summon it and then they kill it and then you lose. Even if you summon 2 of them, like the first one has to be in attack mode because the deck doesn't have Giant Rat, so it's like I just doesn't like this is pretty bad. Weapon change like randomly can get in there. I think that one's close. Are you going to bed?
I don't know. I'm starting to get a headache. I'm just gonna sit here for a second and decide.
Okay. You can machine dupe gear, but what does that do? What does machine duping gear do? That's what I would ask you. I am using a laptop. I'm too poor to afford a computer. Actually, there's just no space in my room for a desk. So we're stuck using a computer. Touchpads are great, guys. So great. I mean, rank 2s weren't released until like years after the structure deck, so I don't know if that counts. Machine dupe for Desmio Plasma broken. The biggest problem with that is that you can say that about any machine monster with less than 500 attack, right? Not just Ancient Gear. I think that's like the problem with that. Do you do picture with a touchpad? Heck yeah, I do everything with a touchpad. That's my life. I don't know. I actually don't think the shield card is that bad. We'll try to break into part 2 here, just to see. I mean, I'm here, right? So like, why not? Rise of the Dragon Lords. Yeah, machine dupe for Obelisk. That's broken. I mean, I guess we picked Decoy Dragon, right? That's the worst card. That's the thumbnail of the fucking video, so like, I also didn't realize this was on part 2, so I probably should have picked a different... Yeah, it's Decoy Dragon. Decoy Dragon. What's next? The Dark Emperor? Okay. This is like my favorite structure deck, by the way. I remember, oh man. I remember buying one of these. Man. I remember buying one of these and like instantly like begging my mom to buy 2 more because like I realized that I needed 3 Caius like immediately. Caius was so good, you guys. Caius is so good. What? You can trade in Felgrand, you just can't bring it back. Man. Yeah, this structure deck's hot. See you later, Cypher. Have fun jerking off. Caius was so good back in the day. Caius was good like less than 3 years ago. Plenty of Monarch players cited it. What deck Smokescreen's the best? None of them, because Ash Blossom's too good. The whole point of a Smokescreen is that your opponent sides out cards that are good, or cards that are good against your new deck. But because Ash Blossom is the card you always keep, it's just not good to Smokescreen. Anyway. Oh, probably Helios. One of those 2 guys. Golden Homunculus is actually way worse, though. But let's see what's up. Ooh, Chaos Rider? No, I guess he's fine. Soul Release is kind of weird, but I don't think it's that bad. I mean, I guess it's just Golden Homunculus. Is that card that bad? Ooh, Samsara Kaiser is pretty fucking bad. Now that I think of it. See you later, champ. This card's... It's like... They're like, let's reinvent Treeborn Frog. In the structure deck that has DD Survivor and DD Scout Plane. They're like, we know that this structure deck has these 2 really good cards. Let's make a worse version of both those cards. Oh my god. What YouTubers are your favorite? Boy, I don't watch like any YouTubers. I can't remember the last time like I watched a YouTube video about Yu-Gi-Oh! That like I wanted to watch, not just because I like support my friends or because I wanted to watch the competition. It's like when it's your job, it's like really hard. Like you watch videos differently when it's your job because you just watch them to like see how you can improve. I think like Rank 10 is like pretty funny, but even then like I haven't been able to watch the recent Rank 10 videos without just like analyzing my own stuff. It's just different when you do it for a job. Like I don't just sit down and watch YouTubing videos. Like Gage's stuff is actually really good because it's like entertaining. I watch like probably 50% of all the SEMO videos. I just watch Hearthstone stuff. That's way more interesting. So I don't know. There's like no YouTubing channels that I'm like really excited about right now. Yeah, we're gonna say Kaiser. That card's pretty bad. Like I remember as a scrub, like thinking this card was bad. It's like it must be pretty bad. Oh god, I didn't mean to open that. No, don't kill the computer, please. Zombie World. I actually own this one. Yeah, I mean, anytime I'm fun playing Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like for work, so like I don't really. It's not that I don't have any fun. It's just like after like making videos all day. I say all day, but making videos for like an hour or two. Like when I want to unwind, I just watch like Hearthstone stuff because that's a game that I play casually. Like, I start to like understand like why videos that appeal to casual players are like so important because like it's way more entertaining to like watch good Hearthstone players like that have good personalities like play Hearthstone than it is to like actually work at getting better at Hearthstone. So like I understand like why it's fun for casual players to watch Yu-Gi tubers. I get it. But yeah, I just watch Hearthstone. Do I like Hearthstone more than Yu-Gi-Oh right now? That's a hard decision. I'm better at Yu-Gi-Oh. Like I play Hearthstone more than Yu-Gi-Oh, mostly because it's on my phone, so I can play it like all the time. What Hearthstone tubers do I like? I'm a basic bitch, so I like Trump. Obviously, Trump's really good. Trump matches my personality pretty well because he's like pretty calm.
What are you talking about?
That Asian Hearthstone guy.
Okay.
And
I was very confused for a second.
and then Disguised Toast is like pretty funny. He's pretty cool. And then Kibler as well. Keebler's great. I think it's really interesting that like anytime a channel is run by a husband and wife, I think it's really funny because like Natalie, like I can't imagine like editing. Like, would you watch 8 hours of my stream to like edit videos if that was your job?
If it was my job, yeah.
That's just weird. That's so fun. It's like Keebler, he like
Someone paid me for it.
his wife like edits his videos and puts the music in and like does all that stuff, and like, I just think that's so weird.
I don't think you should ever invest in paying me to do that.
No, I'm just saying like it's crazy. So that's like a fun. So like those three, those are pretty basic bitches, but. Desolate Dakota isn't that good? Oh yeah, we're doing this video. It's like I was getting too excited about Hearthstone. Okay. Desolate Dakota is pretty bad. Gurnia? What the fuck is that? Wasn't this a tournament pack promo? I feel like it was. Regenerating on me is not on this list because it's 1800 attack points. Something's better than 90%. That's pretty bad. Holy shit, that card's bad. Did I ever see the clip where Natalie was streaming herself editing one of Cuba's videos? Next day, out of nowhere, he jumps in? No, I didn't. I think my favorite thing is like that Natalie made that the Galvadon song, and like every time that like Keebler actually manages somehow to summon Galvadon, he like plays that whole damn song. Like that's, and she's off key in the whole song, and she knows that, but it's just adorable. Poor Galvadon. Like, I don't know how many times that card would have to adapt to be good. Probably like 10. But like 5 is not enough. Are you guys all too young for Pac-Man? The deck, I mean, like, most people know what Pac-Man the game is, but Pac-Man the deck revolved around Desolate Dakota, so I don't think I can call his cards bad. Galvadon's theme song being off-key is really thematically appropriate if you think about it. That's true. That's very true. Yeah, Pac-Man's... I think Gurney is pretty bad. What does this card do? I know what it looks like. I don't know what it does. Ludicolo? Whatever. Is that the Pokemon? You guys bitch asses. Oh, that's not what I thought. Wait, what? That's definitely not in the structure deck. It is. What? What's that other marionette card? The Spellcaster one. Enderpin says, well, signing off. Been looking through my box since starting to haven't managed finding another strike. I need my pairs. Oh, thanks for the $5 donation, dude. That was awesome. Good luck on finding your strike. It can be, I think the worst feeling ever, this happens quite often to me, is knowing that you own a card, but not being able to find it. That's just the worst. The Pac-Man win condition was just the flip effects. You had like Swarm of Scarabs. You had the Locust card. You just like 1-for-1 traded all your opponent's cards. It's really good. Magical Stone Excavation. Discard 2 cards to add a spell card back to your hand. From your grave. That card's pretty good. Actually, it's really good. It's limited right now. Field Barrier's pretty bad. I think Gurney is pretty bad. Because it doesn't do anything. I know I gotta stop saying that. Somebody called me out in the Magic Cylinder video for just like default saying like this card is bad because it doesn't do anything. And like I don't know what else to say. Like so many casual cards are bad because it doesn't do anything. Like what do you want from me, guys? Come on. But seriously, thank you for the $5 donation. A little slurred at the moment, but that's okay. We still accept the monies. Okay. We're on to the Spellcaster's Command. Spoiler alert, I think Endymon has one of the coolest artworks ever. Yeah, sorry, the buffering is probably my fucking internet. I don't know. Thank you, Fishfosh, for doing the Pac-Man acronym. It is pure advantage camels munching all noobs. Banlist wanted or predictions. Wanted, fuck invoked. Fuck can chat fuck invoked. Just I hate invoked so much. I just hate them. They're not even that good. Plague Wolf is not worse than Gurney. Man, yeah, Gurney is pretty fucking bad. Well, let's be real here. The fact that even if it's destroyed by like anything, it would still be kind of bad. But the fact that it has to be who's gonna destroy a 1300 attack monster with a card effect? Did I move the mic? Oh, whoops. Whoops daisies. I played Magic Cylinder as a 3 of when Dragon Lures were almost at full power. And I got my invite, so go me. Disenchanter, what the fuck is that? I've never even heard of this card. Oh, I've heard of this card. Magic Deflector is broken, Danny Espo. Don't bring up Magic Deflector. Come on. We know that card's broken. That's not that bad. Yeah, that card's not that bad. Oh, there's the other marionette I was just talking about. Funny how that happened. This was like, I wanted to know what this card did. Like, I'm so glad. Draining Shield? Yeah, okay. As long as we acknowledge that it was not magical Deflector. Because that card's broken. Okay. What does this card do? It's just... God, that's bad. That's not that bad, actually. Okay. Oh my god. This is probably the last one. That card's pretty bad. Fissure? Why was Fissure in this deck? What the fuck? Tower of Babel. I see a lot of people saying Tower of Babel, but I think that, I guess this card's fine. Gather Your Mind's pretty bad. I think it is Tower of Babel. Yeah. Hannibal Necromancer. What does this card do? Oh, this card, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. It's Tower of Babel. Okay, and with that, I think we are ending the stream. Thank you so much for all the people that came out. I can't believe we had, like, 130 to 150 watchers throughout this stream. Like, what the fuck? What day is it? It's Tuesday? What's wrong with you guys? Come on. Like, that's just crazy. Like, John only gets like 70 watchers or 40 watchers on his Twitch live streams, and we're getting 150 watchers. Holy shit. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye. Thanks for the help. It helped. I think I would have picked different choices for some of these cards if it wasn't for you guys. So really, I do appreciate the help.